Okay, so I totally messed up the computer situation. I'm trying to get in the habit of learning the pause versus the stop, but we're back to finish the heart coherence. So those cute little creepy eyeballs in the corner, my big dog. So heart coherence, literally what it sounds like. Heart coherence, we're breathing 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out, and we are creating a unity connecting to our heart. We're dropping in to our heart. So that's to finish that one up. The next breath that we have is called the pulse breath. Now, this one I love for if you're like feeling that you're kind of anxious or you're freaking out a little bit, you're in overwhelm. I love the pulse breath because it helps me kind of connect to my breath and then match my energy to it so that I can get into a calmer space. So, pulse breath is either 2 in, 2 out, or 3 in, 3 out. So, that's going to be 2 in the nose, 2 out the mouth. Or you can do it with 3 in the nose, out the mouth. Personally, I love the 2. And I love that if I like, again, if I'm feeling like I'm like overwhelmed, I'm like, and I know I don't feel like I can just drop right into that Halo active or I want something, I'm on the edge. So I need something to like calm me down, meet my energy. So I'll drop into the pulse breath. Okay, I'm freaking out. But ah, I'm starting to come back into my body. Breath is matching my energy. Then I can slow it down. Then I've raised it up to match my energy, so it's an easier transition for me. That's why I love this one in like freak out mode. So now I'm calm, matching my energy. Now from here, I can go into the infinity breath or even the heart coherence if I want to. So now from here, I can go, for example, into the heart coherence. And then you can say, I'm okay. I'm all right. It's going to work out. It's all going to be okay. Or whatever you want to in between those. So you can actually then have some affirmations that you state in between those. So I personally love pulse breath because I feel like it really much can match your body. It feels to me like the best like body connection, like drop into my body, get me out of my head, drop into my body connection. So that's why I love the pulse breath. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. The bliss breath, this one is a little bit different. It's fast out through the nose and it's passive in. So we're breathing in, but we're not taking a big intentional breath. We're taking a very passive. We do breathe in because we don't want to pass out. So we're doing nose. And then it's like a passive. But we're taking in just a tiny breath. And where you'll notice this one is down in the base, like at your root chakra, sacral chakra, base of your spine area is where you'll feel that in Kundalini. They call this the breath of fire. And so you'll feel it coming up from the base of your spine. And this is like the Kundalini awakening, sending that serpent, beautiful Shakti energy up and out of your body. So I love the bliss breath for connection, for if I need some clarity, if I just want to really connect to my feminine energy. And you should feel a tightness, like a tense, like it's tightening. For me, it's like you can feel it fanning the flames of the fire up from the base and like sending it up and out. And then it's like a passive in. So my mouth opens big to do that. The next breath is the blow breath. And just like it sounds like, it's kind of the opposite of the bliss because it's the blow. So we're blowing out through our mouth instead. Bliss is nose. So I guess not really the opposite. Well, from mouth versus nose. So mouth. So we're breathing out, out, out. And then we're passively breathing in through the nose. We're not breathing back into the mouth. We're breathing in passively. And it's just like very, very not hugely apparent, but it's just you are getting just a passive breath in again, so we don't pass out. And so we're breathing in through the nose, but we're not making it a big, huge thing. But of course, we're breathing because breathing is important. So I'd love to do this breath if I'm like, if I feel like I got to shake out some energy or release something, remove myself from something, letting it go. Let go, shake it out, let it go. You know, and I like to move a little bit with, if I got to shake something out, I'm shaking it out, full body shaking it. You do not have to remember any of these. I will go over those again when we do them in our breath works, and we don't do every one in each session. I just wanted to do a little breakdown so you could kind of get familiar with the breaths that we have and the breaths that we're going to do. So that's why we're doing this, but you don't have to remember any of these. But also, if you want to play with them in your daily life, you're having a little freak out and you want to try that pulse breath or the blow breath or whatever, I wanted to make sure that you had access to these breath tools so that you could use them. So blow it out. There are two more breaths, and we use these in the integratives. The first one is called the top hold, and that goes, I've added them a little bit to the meditative. Sometimes I'm playing around with that, putting those in the end of them. So the top hold, just like it sounds, and we go in through the nose and we hold it. We hold it for as long as we can. Usually it's like, I'll set the timer for about 1:30. Sometimes it's 10 seconds. Sometimes it's 15 seconds. Sometimes it's 6 seconds. You can hold it. You don't have to go a whole 1:30. You can let go. You can start again, or you can just know that you did as much as you could. This one is really good for like expanding, for pushing your edges, for growth. I love this one for like if I'm expanding some edges, just pushing that out and holding that. And we're just holding it. That's the top hold. And we hold that, hold that, hold that. But again, you only go as long as your body tells you to. When your body says let go, please let go, take a breath. We don't win if we pass out, right? Okay, next one is called the bottom hold. So opposite of that then is going to be, you can breathe in, and you can breathe in through your mouth or your nose, whichever. And then we blow it out, like whatever, but we're pushing all of the air out. So if you breathe in through your nose or your mouth, whichever, the intention is on pushing it out and letting it out. So the bottom hold, so we're holding it on the out. This one's a little trickier for me. This one's a little harder. This one is for grounding into the energy, grounding into whatever we're doing, grounding into whatever it is that we're working on, or even just getting grounded. Or if at any time during the day you would just like, I need to stop and ground, you can do that one. Pushing it out and holding it out, and then I'll just think about like roots, and I'll think about grounding and grounding energy and claiming back my grounded power. So that's a cool one you can do anytime during the day too if you want. Again, we usually timer it for like 1:30. So this one's harder for me. Sometimes it's 10 seconds. Again, sometimes I'm like, you know what, 4 seconds. So again, it's not about I have to go for 1:30. It's about the intention, and it's setting it and tuning into it, just tapping into it. So those are the different breaths. I am getting so excited. I've been excited, but I'm just so excited. I wanted to give you guys these breaths to play with just in case, just to introduce you so that you can have them, so that you know. Of course, I will break everything down in detail as we go along. And in our sessions, you don't have to remember anything, because I'm going to be right here next to you, holding space for you. And I will be like, this is the breath. This is the breath. Keep breathing like this, keep breathing like this. So you don't have to remember, but I wanted to give you these tools in case you wanted to play with them. And then also just have like some basics. I am getting so excited. I will see you guys on the 1st. Today is the 25th. So I will see you in like 6 days and we will get started. Please reach out to me if anything comes up in the meantime also.